What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's had a great Taco Tuesday. And, you know, this is funny. This is actually comical to me. Before I get to how comical it is about Jerry Jones, um, tomorrow's a really big day here. And I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk about it, but it's really big to me. And that is the visit from the Department of Historic Resources. So tomorrow morning I'm going to be busy showing them the red brick house and everything else, and hopefully we can qualify to be a historic location. And I have literally, with my wife and Michael and Jet and my brother, as well as some other people, busted our ass to bring this back to life. And this is, I guess, the final piece to that. Hopefully we get that squared away. I have to say, Denzel Washington, now I'm going to say Denzel had the platform for his movie. I'm not going to say that Denzel used the situation to bring more attention to the movie that he's having coming out this week, but it certainly didn't hurt any to go after Jerry Jones while Jerry Jones is being Mr. Hollywood. Jerry Jones, you know, I don't know how you can think that Jerry Jones can be the GM and really handle things with the Cowboys as he is, of course, trying to handle things outside of running a football team, between Landman, between Netflix and everything else, between the NFL owners and all the work that they do on trying to bring in more revenue and so on, along with all the real estate deals that he does and the oil wells and things. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why. I literally don't. And it makes me sick at this point, because we're at the point where Dan Urlowski says, I owe Dak Prescott an apology. Because Jerry Jones literally says, you know, we like chaos 365 days a year. And see, I kind of mentioned this earlier today, but it makes complete sense. You wait to do the contracts with Dak and CD and Micah Parsons to the tune of it costing you $85 million in cap space. $85 million is the projected amount of money that just waiting to get these deals done has cost in cap room over the course of several years, not 1 year, but over several years. And so when you talk about those deals being 4-year deals, basically, you're talking about losing about $21.25 million a year on your cap. Think about how many players you could actually bring in to help your team. But Jerry don't look at it that way. He don't give a rat's ass about winning or your feelings. He only gets off on chaos. We as fans have to stop blaming the players, because they are truly handicapped by Jerry Jones. And to be honest with you, everything that Denzel said is 100% right. He is screwing us. He's effing us. He don't care. about winning. He's only here for the clown show. And that sucks. I don't know. I don't know how you feel. How do you feel as a Cowboy fan, knowing that Jerry Jones is just using us for his entertainment? That he's not really worried about winning. He's more worried about chaos. And that's where I said that with Dak Prescott, you have made Dak Prescott the fall guy. Well, if we didn't have to pay Dak Prescott, $60 million, and I paid Dak Prescott $60 million, and so I expected to get a Super Bowl. Well, then you're stupid. You're stupid if you think just because you pay a quarterback more money than anybody else, that's going to win you a Super Bowl. Then you don't actually care, either don't care about winning or you don't know how to win. It takes more than just a quarterback. San Francisco was close to getting another one. They built themselves a nice team with Brandon Ayuk, with George Kittle, with Trent Williams on there, with Christian McCaffrey having the season that he had. And Brock Purdy was enough to get them there. Now they're going to learn that talent matters, because once they lost Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy's numbers went in the toilet. Brandon Ayuk, it's going to be about the middle of the season before he gets back. And it seems like all their running backs keep getting nicked up. And you've gotten rid of Deebo Samuels. So when you look at that team, they're kind of devoid of a lot of talent that they had a couple of years ago. And Brock Purdy, who just got his $52 million a year, he ain't going nowhere. Yes, 49er fans, I said that. You're not going anywhere. Why? Because it takes talent around a quarterback. And you can say Troy Aikman was an elite quarterback and Roger Staubach was, yes, they both were. But they're not the only ones that are in Hall of Fame from their team. They had a lot of help and became a great team. We've had some good pieces, not gonna lie. But having a complete team, we ain't had, man, in a long time. I can just one position that I can say. I'll ask you this one. When was the last time the Cowboys had a defensive tackle that was worth anything that could stop the run? Let me rephrase it. When was the last time the Cowboys had an average interior defensive lineman? Let's make it easier. Last one I can think of was Jay Ratcliffe, J-Rat. It's been that long, y'all. It's been that long. We get pieces. We get a couple of great ones. Dak, CD, Micah. But then we fuck around with them. Excuse me, Dad. And then not want to pay him. There ain't no reason not to pay Micah Parsons. Best player on your defense. Oh, and to make it even worse, this is where the Cowboys are really just effing with Micah Parsons. So DaRon Bland says that they've been talking to his agent. So wait a minute. You've talked to Osundigbo's agent and got a deal done. You talked with Ferguson's agent and got a deal done. You're now talking with DaRon Bland's agent. But, Micah, we had a deal. Why you want to involve an agent? Do I have that right? Sorry, y'all. The Cowboys, we're an effed up organization. just are, an effed up organization. Well, I always have the red brick house, and I have you guys. You know, as they say, misery loves company. Remember, good people, tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And God willing, after all of everybody, I can't find anybody who's saying, yeah, Jerry Jones, you're right. Everybody is saying, Jerry Jones, you're a piece of crap. Get this thing done. But he doesn't give a rat's ass. I love you guys. God willing, I'll see you guys mañana. Wish me luck.